Hey guys, it's Tim O'Keefe, Better Juice Technologies, and I wanted to show you really quickly a graphic I put up the other day for one of my clients to show the different changes that's going on in Google. And really quickly, I'm going to try to tackle this as fast as I can. The first thing is that understand that from place to place, Google is going to give different results. I'm in LA, I'm doing a search for Houston DUI attorney. It very well can be a different result for me than it is for the guy sitting in Houston. Not to mention, the guy sitting in Houston probably has a lot of Houston-based searches, and Google remembers that because of your own being signed in to Google, as I am here, or just from cookies that are on the machine. So having said that, here are a few things that have changed in a big way. Social search. Google Plus is a big deal, and Google is trying to consolidate all of your Google-owned accounts into one of which is Google Places. Google Places now, with regularity, you're seeing in most local searches that have any kind of traffic and can be attached to a location, you're seeing Google Places show up as what we call a 7-pack. These are 7 listings going down below the fold that show up typically right at the beginning, or if there are big enough organic big boys or girls that you will see organic after. Well, let me say this is the ads, been here forever, right? Below the ads will either be the places or 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of organic results, then the places, or just places as number 1. Those 1, 2, 3, or 4 had better be amazing websites. Typically, like in the real estate niche, you're going to see the 2 to 4 big boys or girls. I'm not sure what they are, but Realtor.com, Homes, Zillow, Trulia, those usual suspects, as I like to call them. Huge websites, millions of pages, and great SEOers. And so they're showing up in those results, and the realtors typically aren't. In that case, the local people are not. Well, that's because Google has places. There's a really quickly claim your Google Plus, claim your place. You can get there by going places.google.com. All places is local SEO. People talk about SEO is dead. All that's happened is SEO has changed. All that's happened on the search results is there's less screen space to your traditional organic search. There's still a hell of a lot of opportunities. And if you're local, it's in the places. Look at these links this person has. Now I picked Houston DUI attorney because it's fairly competitive. 1,000,000, I guess 60, if my eyes are correct, results. And so DUI is a pretty heavily competitive marketplace in any big metro area. So this person has these possibilities here: 1, 2, 3, probably 4 links. He has his Google Place link and his regular link here to his regular website, and his map link. So there's links to his site, several links to his site, his places, and his maps links. So he really should make sure that his places has been claimed and optimized. Now, there's a way to do that specifically, and we're doing it for our clients. But there's also a way, very possible, that I have seen happen where, as an example, I had a realtor in a competitive market drop from number 4 to below the Places 7-pack. So basically, it might as well be off the page. And I told him, well, the next step is make sure you go in there and claim and get your plus and your places cleaned up. And he did. And we didn't have to do any of the other stuff that we normally would do to get it to rank. And now he's at the top for his niche, for just like this guy here that I have the marker on. He ended up being #1 in the places. Now in his market he had those 2 or 3 or 4 that are above in organic, but in local realtor he had this. Now he's not ranking for all the keywords, I'll tell you that, because all he's done is claimed it. He hasn't really optimized it to get some of the other keywords that are available in his marketplace. But I did want to say that that's, if you've got a good SEO, you can get into places quite often. This is AdWords typically. If you you scroll over any of these links, a lot of times you'll see in this section a preview of that place, so you don't have to go there. This is the knowledge graph, typically called. It's Google's answer basically to Wikipedia. If you type in a celebrity, type in Barack Obama, if you do a search, like that, you will get stuff on Barack Obama, or Cameron Diaz or something. If you do a search for her, right, you'll have a bunch of pictures and stuff, and it's basically like going to Wikipedia, except the Cliff's Notes version, I guess. Let's get into this real quick, and then I'll let you go. This is social. On this side, this will give you, and this is usually the default when you're signed in, this will give you Google Plus and social results. So for me, I'm not going to get any because I never do anything having to do with Houston DUI attorney, or even typically much Houston stuff. So also, I don't have any, discussion or friends or shares going on in having to do with DUI attorneys. But if I did, like say if I was an attorney and I was very active in Google Plus, those results would show up. Say if I have all the judges and friends from my professions in Houston, I would end up getting some of the stuff they've shared, as well as some of the stuff that I've shared to come up. That can skew results in a huge way. It's why just getting onto Google Plus is not enough if you really want to take advantage of the social stuff that's going on. It's not enough to just share amongst, just what I call blasting or broadcasting your shares through Google Plus, because it may affect it a little bit, but for you, if your circles are big in Google Plus and spread, then those shares can get into other circles and so forth and so on, which means it'll get into their results. And so therefore, that's, if you want to manipulate that and use that for your SEO, that's how you do that in social. Now, if you click here, this takes away your social stuff, and it's just the regular results that would show up. Now, this all shows up only if you're signed in. And you can see here I'm signed in right here. This would take me to my my Google Plus account, as well as up here there's a link. It says Tim for Google Plus. Now, the other thing is if you kill your cookies, it will make your result more pure and non-personal also. So that's another thing. So hopefully this was useful. A lot of information, I know, but it's basically how Google is working these days. I do want to share with you one result. I'm going to sign off for just 1 second and show you a result so you can see something else that's a big deal. Some of the things that can help you get better click-throughs are these site links, which can be affected through the way you tag your site. I just wanted to show you the rollover thingy that here today is not working. Oh well. And so the other thing I wanted to show you was something called author rank. Okay, I'm doing another search. Real quick, I'm going to show you. These are the ads. These are the big boys, as I said. Now, this guy here is doing a good job. He was able to sneak in above the 7-pack, which is right here. And then here's the thing I wanted to show you with author rank. Okay, if this guy was a little higher, this Frank guy, you would be able to, you would see his face, and there's a likelihood of you clicking that as opposed to somebody else. So, in other words, if he was in this 7-pack, he would, well, there's that rollover I was showing you. I guess it wasn't working for me before. But there's if he say he was third right here on the 7-pack, right? Say his picture was right here. He was part of this Forecast Realty. Your likelihood of clicking him is more. Also, if you had the site links, like I showed you above, there's a chance that you would click better than it would be if you were then, say, here or here. So I just wanted to show you that. This is what's going on today. There's ways to make this stuff happen, and hopefully you appreciated this. Tim O'Keefe, SpiderJuiceTechnologies.com.